All right, all right. What's up, guys? Happy Friday. I'm usually at work right now, but I took the day off. I actually took a little vacation time, and so yeah, I got Friday off, got Monday off, and yeah, so I figure I go live. A couple other things, new microphone. You guys, let me know if I'm coming in all right with the sound. But yeah, excited to up the quality a little bit. I noticed that my audio before in doing some shows with like John's Comics with Kids, it was certainly a little more boomy, and I wasn't liking that. So yeah, just trying to upgrade some stuff as I go. Still learning, some of this stuff. So see a couple people in the chat. Say hello real quick, and then I have an unboxing that I want to get into. Ruben Guzman, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Shake and bake, Cowabunga fam. Always pleasure to see you. Also, I see Southern Comic Geek. What's up, Soko? Good to see you, my friend. You've always got some killer X-Men unboxings, and actually, this is one of my own. I'm going to have some X-Men in this box that I have here. So this is a package that I'm going to crack open, and it's from Brett over on Instagram. He goes by Gardnercomics over on Instagram. I put his link in the description below if you guys get a chance. Hey, what's up, Hydra? Hydra is in the house as well. Good to see you, brother. I figured I'd just do a little live since I'm off today. Took the day off, so nice middle of the day live YouTube stream here. And I'm testing out this new mic. So you let me know if I'm coming in all right, if you can hear me okay. My last quality audio was very boomy, very bassy. So I wanted to kind of update that. But yes, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well as well. And so yeah, I'm gonna so I got this from on Instagram. This was actually, I think it was over a week ago now that I had this box. I just haven't opened it yet, haven't had a chance yet. And it's from this guy Brett. He's a seller on Instagram. I've bought from him. This will be my second time buying from him. I actually bought a bunch of Daredevil stuff I haven't been able to put actual content together for yet. And I wanted to. Maybe I'll show some stuff here on streams. It's just a couple books, but I really like the quality and some of the descriptions that he had about his books. And so he was posting a bunch of X-Men stuff, and couldn't pass that up. So let's crack this bad boy open. It's a good amount of books, or at least from you can see here. And let's see. Fuchsia's in the house. What's up, Fuchsia? Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Southern says, I just bought some turtle books. Oh, I saw Gardner putting that up. That's good. Good stuff. Yeah, Gardner's cool, man. He's a good guy. And I appreciate how he packages his stuff. He's very good with communication, things like that. So, anytime that I can highlight a seller, especially on Instagram, someone that's, part of the community, the comic community, anytime I can, kind of give some props out that way, I like to do so. So definitely go check out Brett. If you get a chance on his Instagram page. I like how he kind of does his postings too. He kind of does it in like in a row, like, okay, today I'm doing Daredevil, and he just posts like, literally 30 books of Daredevil in a row, and then his final post is like, that's all, folks, and you kind of know when to expect what. But you can see here, he has plenty of extra protection paper and things like that, and then it's actually wrapped up very nicely in here as well. So throw that box down there. And let's see. Oh, Martin's in the house. Martin Besa, guys. If you did not catch our interview from this past Saturday, I was on with Martin on this channel talking about his comic book origins. It was a lot of fun. Definitely recommend checking that out. Also, this weekend, tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be having another comic collector origins with my buddy Hoser over on Instagram. It'll be here on YouTube, but if you guys know who Hoser is, Casper, he will be my guest for tomorrow. I'll have a banner up for that later today. So yeah, comic collector origins. Soko says, are you going after a complete run of Uncanny X-Men 1 or just the keys? Soko, as of right now, probably just the keys at the moment. Ideally, yeah, probably down the road I'll collect everything. I'm more obsessed with the Claremont era. I mean, I guess it's all within volume 1, but I've been like wanting to just collect 94 through I guess at least the first 200 issues that Claremont did, and maybe more. So that's kind of been like a small goal of mine right now. Would love to get the earlier stuff, the Stan Lee stuff. Obviously, some of that can be a little pricier. I do have issue 1 of X-Men, so that is the convenient one to get out of the way that I won on a in a raffle. So at least that one's out of the way. I'm not in a major rush for any of the others. I would like to get like issue 4. I have Juggernaut issue 12. Would like to get 13. I love that cover for Juggernaut. So yeah, definitely there are still some keys that I want to get, but definitely trying to fill a lot of the Claremont stuff, and that's what a lot of this stuff here is. And this was from I think a week and a half ago that he was posting this stuff. Perry Comics in the house. Good to see you, Perry. As always, thanks for stopping by, my friend. So all right, I'm gonna yeah, let's take a look. Let's see. I think there's like 7 or 8 books in here. Yeah. So I love this. Like, I mean, he didn't even need to use tape. He just wraps it in that paper there. I'll probably reuse that paper as well to do some you know, when I ship things. That's a pro tip for anybody who's just getting into you know, selling comics or packaging comics. Definitely hold any packaging that you receive when you're buying books, because it's a good way to reuse a lot of that stuff. So Gardner, what he does is a lot of the stuff he puts everything at like half price, and so I don't know if he's like a store or how he goes about doing it. Actually, a lot of this stuff is labeled as Amazing Heroes. Now I see the sticker, but so I'm not sure if he's buying this from Amazing Heroes and then he resells it, or you know, this is just part of his collection, or what the deal is exactly. But so a lot of these, if you see the prices on here, I got for half that price, if not more. So it was always a good deal. So let's see. Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yes, with a K though. Casper with a K. Goes by the name Hoser. He's a big Daredevil fan on Instagram. So he'll be on my show for Saturday. So let's kick this off with issue number 20. So this is one from the earlier run for volume 1, as we were just talking about. I think the rest are all from Claremont. But this was one, I believe this is where we get the story of when Professor X actually loses his legs and has to be in a wheelchair. I have not fully read this. I just remember looking this up a while back, and I love the red covers. I mean, sorry, my camera is not great, by the way. That's probably the next thing I need to update now that I have my microphone working. Is probably getting a better microphone or a bit better camera, because the quality is not too great to be showing on here. It looks very faded, but it's not. It's very bright red. Maybe I do this on Instagram later, or we show these on Instagram. But anyways, so that is some Stan Lee goodness there. And then, man, I'm running out of room on my table. Oop. Okay, let's see if we can go in order here, because there's these are all, let's see, I think I got one kicking off number 99, issue 99. Hold that up there. So I am obsessed with these early Claremont books. I should have said this earlier. If anybody's not aware, John's Comics with Kids and we have a new show called the Omni X-Men, where we are breaking down the omnibus of the Chris Claremont omnibus that just came out of his X-Men run. It's a reprint. And so we both just picked up the reprint not too long ago, and we're going to be doing that on a weekly basis. We've already started. We just finished issue 95. We're going to be on 96 this Tuesday. It's every Tuesday, 9:00 Eastern time. If you guys are around, check that out. It's going to be on John's Comics with Kids YouTube channel this Tuesday. We've been going back and forth. So he'll be on all the even number issues, and I'll be on all the odds for my YouTube channel. So let me jump in. So this is that is correct. It tells the story of the fight with Lucifer, where he loses the use of his legs. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I remember reading a little bit about that. Certainly want to read that at some point. I mean, definitely want to read the earlier stuff, the Stan Lee stuff. I just haven't. I mean, I started with Claremont stuff because I just heard how amazing it was. Also heard that, you know, the earlier stuff is not the best. The stories are not the greatest, but you know, certainly they paved the way for where X-Men is today to some degree. So and obviously the creators, you know, Stan Lee being part of that is you know, obviously just a big deal. So anyways, let's jump on to issue 102. This is actually a second copy that I have now, and I just love this throwdown. This would be a good throwdown Thursday, hashtag throwdown Thursday, hashtag for the comic, for the community on Instagram. Seeing Juggernaut here with Colossus just going at it. And this was a great issue. I mean, all these I really can't wait to get into this because it's just nonstop action. As you hit like 99, 100. I mean, really all of them. There's just so much action going on. I would say we just went over issue 94 before this week, 2 weeks ago, and that, if anything, that was maybe the slower one because it built up to issue 95. But yeah, there's a lot of battle scenes going on in this, which is fun. And I think this is Dave Cockrum. Yeah, this is Dave Cockrum cover. Yeah, and it's in great shape. So I like that. Get back in the chat here for a second. Martin says, I'll have to check out the Omnibus show. Yeah, dude, you really have to. I think that you would really have fun checking it out. It's we have a blast. Other than some big arcs, haven't really dug into older Stan Kirby, Claremont X-Men. Yeah, so Stanley, the Stan and Kirby stuff I have not really read too much, but the Claremont stuff I've just been obsessed with for the past 6 months or so. Highly recommend you just read one, man. Read one, and I think that you'll be hooked. So that's how confident I feel about the writing, and for its time and everything. It's just Claremont killed it. He really did. The stories are just so interesting going issue by issue, and it certainly has parts where they leave you hanging. The artwork's amazing with Dave Cockrum and John Byrne. When you get into the John Byrne stuff, love John Byrne. So yeah, you should stop by. It's Tuesdays, or catch the replay. The most recent episode was on this one. We do giveaways too, by the way, for the Omni X-Men, where I'm going to be giving away the second omnibus, the second volume that's coming out in November, as a giveaway. And all you have to do to enter in this route to get a raffle ticket is answer a couple questions, and the questions are about last week's episode. So if you go and watch last week's episode, pick up a few small pointers. Like sometimes we'll say like, what characters were on my shirt from last week's episode, or what books did John have in the background of his room during last episode, things like that. And then if you can answer them and answer them quickly, be the first or second person, you'll get a raffle ticket. And we have a point system. John's going to be giving away a mystery box of X-Men stuff in a few weeks. So there's a lot of giveaways, a lot of fun stuff. So you should definitely check that out and stop by. The stories are very dated, but I like that sometimes it invokes nostalgia. Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. It's like I think that it's important for anybody to, when you're diving into older books, especially, that you got to go into the mentality of like, okay, let me make, I understand that this was written in a certain time, and that it's not going to be a modern written type of book. I think some people kind of write off older books just because they read it and they're just like, okay, this is just stupid. I don't like how it's written and whatever, and I'm going to go back to my modern stuff. And it's like you just got to have that mentality going into it. Like, okay, I'm adjusting my mind to understanding that this is from the 60s or the 70s, and this is how things were written then, and go with that from there. And it's a lot more enjoyable when you can kind of shift your mind to that. But I know it is hard to make that adjustment, and some people never make that adjustment, and so they kind of just write off the old stuff. So I definitely think it's important to always go back and read some of the earlier stuff. I just was reading some earlier Daredevil issues, and those are just fun. They're so much fun to see kind of where Stan Lee was and putting that character together in the beginning, and then also to know how much that's transformed. It's just like, it's cool to go back and see that stuff. So yeah, nostalgia for sure. Martin says, once I do, I'll probably be reaching out, trying to pick your brain, dude. Anytime, man. That's why we have the show, is because I've been wanting to just talk X-Men. I just want to talk to X-Men with somebody, and John was somebody who was constantly going back and forth with me, in messaging, and just every time one of us posted anything about X-Men. So we just were like, hey, let's just create this thing where it allows us to kind of go through some of our favorite issues of an older era and just talk X-Men. I mean, that's really all we want to do. So it's just a hangout. We have guests on. We're welcoming anyone that wants to be a guest. I should put that out there too. So feel free to stop by. Or if you want to be a guest, let us know, and we'll put you in the queue to be a guest. But it's a lot of fun. When I was collecting volume one, some of the reprints were harder to get than than older ones. Oh yeah, so that's right. So they did the reprints from 67 to 93. Yeah, I've seen some. I didn't know if I should be collecting those or not. The reprints. I mean, I didn't know if they were hard to find or if they were not worth anything or what. Um, I mean, I probably would try to buy them at some point if for a reasonable price. I'm not going to go crazy. But the certainly not my priority, but yeah, I mean, it's cool to grab some reprints as well. All right, let me get back to the books here. So that was 102. I have 105, and these are man, I know there are some keys to each of these issues, and now I'm trying to think. Some of these I get blurred or mixed up between what was what. And I do remember this issue being with Firelord and him and Jean Grey going at it. Meanwhile, there's like just this bigger picture going on, and Firelord he's like kind of just in the way, and Jean gets really annoyed by it. But and actually, I meant to just have up Key Collector because I do like to use Key Collector just for the information. I don't get into the hype and stuff of things, but I do like to have just the information on hand, and it is pretty easy, pretty convenient to pull a lot of that stuff up. So 105 is the first full appearance of Lilandra. Yeah, okay. So the future empress of the Shi'ar alien empire. So okay, I knew it was something close there. You're a completionist, so I bought the reprints. So yeah, man, it makes sense. And if you can grab them, definitely. I am curious how much they go for, and I mean, I hope you didn't pay a fortune for them. Or if they're that hard to find. I don't know. I haven't really. I have seen a couple in store, but I never really. I just never really grabbed any because I was just trying to prioritize and get some of these other Claremont issues. All right, so that was 105. I have 108 here, which is the first work of John Byrne. This is when John Byrne jumped into the mix and started off with this stuff because it was Dave Cockrum before this, and while Cockrum did an amazing job, John Byrne is just my absolute favorite. So definitely glad I finally got this issue, this copy, because I've been wanting to get one. I feel like all these Claremont issues have been slowly going up little by little in price, and it's kind of a pain because I mean, yeah, I want to get all these, and if they're like $30 a piece, that adds up super quick. Try to find deals for like 15 or 20. And if that, I mean, for some of these, yes, they're just getting expensive. So I'm glad I could get the 108 when I could. This is a great one here too. This is Magneto Triumphant, issue number 112, and that is just an awesome Magneto cover as he's strapping down the team here. You can see this is their second time going at it. Their first time was in 104, I believe. Yes, 104, and that's a great issue too. Bright yellow cover. I've shown that here previously on another video. But so this is just another time where the team goes at it, and I think this is initially where issue 111, where the team is like hypnotized by Mesmero, and they're in a carnival. This crazy stuff. They're basically just being held within. They don't even know like what's going on, and luckily Beast like saves them in a sense, saves them. But then it all leads into Magneto, and that jumps into this issue. And the team has to. It's kind of weird because they're in this like chariot. I remember they're in this chariot, and they go off, and they are. They end up going to his secret lair, Magneto's secret lair, and which is in like Antarctica or something like that. If my memory serves me right here, and feel free to chime in if I'm completely off, but I'm pretty sure it goes into that scene, and then that's where this issue takes off and goes from there. Let's see. Soko says the most I paid for one was 80. Wow. Okay. It was a higher grade. Most were 20 to 40. Okay. Yeah. So then it sounds like they're very similar to some of these Claremont issues being 20 between 20 to 40. So that's not bad. I mean, I would say I feel like that's where I've seen a lot of the earlier volume one issues that are not as key anywhere from like $15 to $40 depending, and then obviously higher grades are going to be more, but for a reasonable copy, I think you can find a lot of the non-keys at least for around that price as well. But then you start getting up into higher things, and if they're keys, forget it. I mean, they're definitely up there, and then if they're nicer condition too. All right, so I got two more left. This is we'll go to 115, which I actually have a copy of this already. Oh, nice. 112 is your birthday book. Good stuff. Very cool. My birthday book is ASM 301, which is that awesome Todd McFarlane cover, the white background. That's actually my birthday book. So that's pretty cool you bring that up. I like that. So this is 115, and this is when they are going at it with Sauron. And this follows follows right shortly after the 112 stuff. This is where Professor X and the team, or Professor X and Beast and Jean Grey, think that the rest of the team is dead, and they're not. Spoilers. So they're in the Battlelands. They're going at it with Sauron and trying to get out of this whole jam. So you'll see kind of where they go from there. But awesome cover, if I can hold that up, with Wolverine there swiping away there. I think is really cool. And I think what this was Wolverine's mind gets taken over, if I'm not mistaken, and that's why he's fighting the team, the rest of the team. I'm pretty sure that, I think that's what happens. I can't wait to get back rereading some of this stuff when we do this with John's Comics with Kids, because it definitely will refresh the memory. And I mean, I enjoyed this stuff so much, and I only read it back in like March, April. So, it's fairly there in my mind still. And then, going back into it now is cool to kind of, pull up and recall. We're not far off. I think my birthday book is ASM 308, 309. Nice. Good stuff. Dude, Martin, man, we are on pace, man. We so much in common, dude. Gonna hop. Oh yeah, no worries, man. Good to see you. Try to catch it tomorrow. Definitely 2 p.m. I'm moving it to 3. I should say that. I'll let you know it later. Tomorrow with Hoser, I actually need to move it to 3. Forgot I have an eye appointment, and I know they're gonna do that stuff with your eyes where it's all blurry, and then I'm not gonna be able to see. Won't be able to read the comments. It's gonna be a mess. Last book here is issue 125, and this is the first appearance of Proteus, which is a book that I'm just surprised I haven't had this. I was just waiting for the right deal at the right time for a long time. Nice newsy by the way, newsstand. You guys know I like the newsstand stuff, especially with this era. So I never owned this book, and was able to get this for a nice deal. I love this cover. The Phoenix cover is just so epic. I still need to get 101. It's another one that's on my list. But Proteus is a badass dude, and I would love if they put Proteus in the movies at some point, when they bring the movies in. And I love how Proteus is used in the newer Hickman stuff. If you guys have not been reading that's been really interesting. Freaky Low says, excellent book, brother. Thanks. I see what you did there, Freaky. I see what you did. I got this. Yeah, this was $14, which you can't beat that. I think this is 14 because it's marked as 28. I'm pretty sure. Had some spine ticks along the side, but just to have this book, I mean, I've been wanting this, so would love to get another copy, of like a mid to high 9 grade at some point, just to have. My boy Proteus is on here, so but it's a really great cover as well, and part of a great era. So anyways, just wanted to kind of show these books again. These were all from Instagram, from Gardnercomics. So if you guys are not, if you haven't followed Brett over there at Gardnercomics, go check him out. He's posting stuff all the time, probably on a daily, almost bi-daily, or a couple days a week at least, of like runs of certain things. So like I said, I had some Daredevil stuff. I'll probably put that together in another video at some point, and just show off the couple Daredevil issues that I got from him. Some really nice stuff there too. This was the X-Men stuff that came in about a week ago. So I wanted to go live. I just wanted to test the mic out. So thank you everybody that was hanging out in the chat. Really appreciate it. if you're catching the replay, really appreciate you taking the time to catch the replay. I'm loving this, getting more involved using on YouTube and things like that. So still a lot to learn, but having a lot of fun with it. So if you guys have any questions, reach out to me. I'm on Instagram mostly. And tomorrow, 3:00, clarify, 3:00 tomorrow will be Comic Collector Origins with Hoser from Instagram. We will be on my channel here at 3 p.m. Eastern time and going over his origin background of how he got started in the comic collecting hobby. So hope you guys can make that. And again, thanks all for hanging out. And I will talk to you all very, very soon.